Hello friends, today we are here for the lecture 4th of business communication, and this lecture is on the process of communication. So here we go. Communication is a process which involves a sender of message and a receiver. Communication is complete only when the receiver is able to interpret the message as desired by the sender and respond to it. Communication is regarded as a two-way process. The response to the message, that receiver may or may not agree with the point of view of the sender of the message. It is upon the receiver that whether he agrees or he disagrees to the point of view of the sender. However, for communication to be complete, the receiver must understand the message in the same sense as intended by the sender. As shown in figure, the process of communication begins when one person, that is the sender, wants to transmit a fact, idea, opinion, or other information to someone else, that is the receiver. This fact, idea, or other information has meaning to the sender, whether it is simple or concrete or abstract. The next step is to translate or convert the message into a language which reflects the idea to the receiver. That is, the message must be encoded. The encoding process is influenced by content of the message, the familiarity of the sender and receiver, and other situational factors. After the message has been encoded, it is transmitted through an appropriate channel or medium. Common channels in organization include meetings, memos, letters, reports, emails, and telephone calls. After the message is received by the receiver, it is decoded. That is, the receiver translates the message into terms meaningful to him. The process of communication involves the following elements. Number one, sender or the communicator. The person who feels the need to express certain ideas or thoughts is known as the communicator or the sender. By initiating the message, the communicator or the sender attempts to achieve understanding and change in the behavior of the receiver. 2. Encoding of message. Message is the subject matter of any communication. It may involve any fact, ideas, or information. It must exist in the minds of the communicator if communication is to take place. Encoding is the process by which the sender translates his thoughts or ideas into an appropriate message using the medium that is shared between the sender and the receiver. Encoding is guided by the sender's outlook. Third point, communication channel. The communicator has to choose the channel for sending the information. From which channel the sender will be sending the information is known as the communication channel. Communication channel is the medium through which the message passes through. It is the link that connects the sender and the receiver. The receiver must be considered while selecting a channel of communication. Some people respond better to formal letters or communication which are officially recognized by the organization and are known as the formal channels. Fourth, receiver. The person who receives the message is called the receiver. 5. Decoding. Once the message reaches the receiver, It can serve its purpose only if it is understood by the receiver. Decoding is the process of comprehending the meaning and the sense of the message so that it may get registered in the mind of the receiver in the form of understandable ideas. Decoding depends upon the skills of the receiver and the quality of encoding by the sender. Sixth, feedback, the most important. Our communication often leads to other communications. A message sent is followed by a reaction or response from the receiver, which is required another message to be communicated by the sender, and so on. The reaction or response of the receiver to the message is known as feedback. The process of communication then becomes a circular process. Feedback is the receiver's reaction or response to the message sent by the sender. Feedback can confirms the receipt of message by the receiver. The feedback may be as simple as a phone call from a prospective client expressing interest in the business proposal, or as complex as a written brief on a complicated point of law sent from an attorney to a judge. An employee can respond to the manager directions by a verbal or written response indicating that he or she does or does not understand the message. Feedback could also be non-verbal. So friends, this is all about the process of communication. Very shortly we will be meeting on the next lecture of business communication, which is exclusively on feedback. Till then, thank you very much.